My name is Bojo Adekende Samuel. I'm a practicing fertility scientist, a brand ambassador for Fertigate. This is part 4 of processes in IVF. We talk about tests for male, we talk about tests for female. But I want to discuss one of the tests for female in IVF. And one of those tests is sonohysterogram. See, sonohysterogram is very, very important for every woman that want to do IVF to do sonohysterogram. And sonohysterogram must be done by qualified professionals, because the quality of sonohysterogram you do may determine the outcome of your IVF procedure. Sonohysterogram is a process of checking your womb and mouth of your womb. This process will check whether there is no something we call stenosis. Stenosis in a layman language, cervical stenosis in a layman language, like stiffening of the mouth of the womb. The mouth of the womb must be free and must not be stiff, because the needle that will carry embryo must not be hindered, must enter freely. So if you do sonohysterogram and they are suspecting or you have stenosis, the professional will ask you to do cervical dilatation. When you do cervical dilatation, then you need to wait for 1 month. Maybe you need to bleed 1 month, do period 1 month before you can continue the IVF process. It is after cervical dilatation that they will now go ahead and do sono for you. So in case the stenosis do not allow them to see what is inside your womb. But in some cases, a woman will have stenosis, but they can still go ahead and do sono. And when they find out that inside the womb is free, then they will just ask a woman to do cervical dilatation, and sono may not be repeated again. And after 1 month of menstrual period, after premenstrual period, they will continue the IVF procedure. If the mouth of the womb is not free, the embryo transfer might be very difficult. And when the embryo transfer is difficult, there could be possibility that those embryo will touch blood during the difficult embryo transfer and they will die immediately. If the embryo transfer is very difficult and the needle they use to transfer the embryo, after removing the needle and there's a blood on top of that needle, that shows that, give and take, the chances of that woman to get pregnant is slim, because the blood might have touched all the embryo, one of the embryo or 2 of the embryos, and they will die immediately. So if a woman has a difficult embryo transfer, this is a rare signal that that woman, that procedure may be a failed one. That's on that very day. So that is why sonohysterogram is very important. And see, for anybody that has spoken with me that they are not living in Nigeria, they want to come to Nigeria for IVF procedure, I stress that sonohysterogram with them very well. Because if you come from UK, Canada, America to come and do IVF in Nigeria, and you land in Nigeria, if professionals find out that you have maybe cervical stenosis or there is something inside your womb that will not allow you to test positive, it means you will just come here, do the treatment and go back. And some of you wouldn't want that. This is why when some of you want to do IVF, and you are giving a professionals, you are giving them conditions. And I want to say 3 weeks, so I can't change my ticket, I can't do this. And if you come here and they discover something that they don't know about when you are talking to them on phone, if they ask you to go back, we'll be very happy. Yes, we'll be very happy. See, that is why if you are doing IVF, sonohysterogram is very important. If the mouth of the womb is not free, you will do cervical dilatation. If after doing sonohysterogram and they find out that inside your womb, maybe there's a small fibroid, there's a polyps, endometrial polyps, of a cervical polyps, or there's a adhesion, there's a scar tissue, or the cavity of the womb is not free enough, then they will tell you to do hysteroscopy. It is when there's a problem in sonohysterogram that professional will ask you to do hysteroscopy. I will continue in part 5, and we are going to talk about hysteroscopy. My name is Wojo Adekende Same. I'm a practicing fertility scientist, a brand ambassador for Fertility. Till I come your way next time, God is good. Bye.